Welcome back to the morning show here on our Rise News. Our next guest is a lover of life and curator of memorable experiences who followed her passion to form Diamonds and Pearls Travel with her husband, David Lamidi. In March, she was named one of the top 100 most inspiring women in Nigeria by Leading Ladies Africa, and also recently received the Pine Awards as Travel Agency of the Year 2018. Wonuola Olatunde-Lamidi, welcome to the morning show.
Thank you so much.
I'm impressed already.
We actually went to the same university.
Really? Oh, yes. So you're feeling really familiar now?
Yes, I am. Well, we've actually exchanged emails together.
Yes, we have. So I'm feeling familiar too. Yeah, congratulations on all these awards and everything you're doing. Travel is so exciting.
Yes,
I feel that it brings everyone closer together in the world. How did you get into this?
Okay, so I used to work for a company called Unique Trade and Concept Ventures. We used to organize an exhibition called the Best of Nigeria Expo, and we used to do that exhibition in the UK. So basically, I was head of trade missions. So my work was to look for companies, individuals that want to showcase their products to brands in the UK. And of course, if I have to do that, I have to assist them with their travel arrangements. So I had to assist with visas, with the flights, with the hotels. So that was actually how I ventured into travel.
So pretty much mainstream through logistics.
Exactly,
in a way,
yes. So the company used to attend exhibitions worldwide, different countries. So I just used to sort the visas out, the flights. We used to go to the US a lot, the UK, Dubai. So that was how it started. Okay, so along the line, I got married, got pregnant, because I was with the company for 5 years. And I had to leave because we're just starting, my husband and I. And our house was too small. We couldn't get a nanny. So I had to quit my job just to take care of our son. And so that's how I didn't want to leave, but I just left with style. So we started our company. So basically, my husband used to work in a Tisalat then, and was like, okay, so what can I do while I'm at home? And to run a travel company, you really don't need so much. You need a computer, internet, and of course, a phone line. And that was how it started. My husband said, but you know how to process visas? Because I personally was denied a UK visa 4 times.
My goodness.
Yes, so that's how I became a visa expert.
Wait, so this is really, really interesting. So you were denied 4 times.
Yes.
Was that while you were working for the company?
Exactly, yes. Yeah, I was denied 4 times. And one of the reasons because there are things that embassies look at when you're applying for visas. I really didn't have a lot of that. I was young. I wasn't earning a lot. Yes, I was working with a company that organizes exhibitions, but the embassy would look at the applicant, not just the company. So I was young. I wasn't earning, I think I was earning maybe about 100,000 or 50,000, something very small. So they didn't think that if I traveled to the UK, I would come back. So it was like I had to keep applying every year. You know how it is when you put people together to go for an event and you can't go because you didn't. I used to cry, but I knew that when it's time, it will be time. So the last time I applied, I actually did a lot of back and forth with the embassy because they denied me, and I was like, this one, there's really no reason why you should deny me. I was earning more because I'd been in the company for 5 years. I was earning more, I was doing better. So why should you deny me? So I wrote a letter to the embassy and they replied me, oh no, the decision is final. I said, decision cannot be final because the things you stated there are not true. So my office wrote, I wrote, the office in the UK wrote, and the embassy invited me for an interview. Wow. I got to the embassy, this was like in November. And no, I got to the embassy in January. They invited me in January, but the application was in November. And the embassy gave me the visa, and they backdated it to November. I told them, no. My visa is supposed to start from today. So they went back inside, changed it, and you know, that was the breakthrough for me.
My goodness.
But before I applied for the UK the 4th time, I traveled to South Africa first, just to like, you know, break my passport, open up the passport and all that. So with that knowledge, with the fact that I've been denied for, I've been beaten, then I started helping people process visas. Because I realized
the success rate was high.
Oh yes, our success rate for visas is like 90%.
You know what? I have to agree because you say it's confidently. I can't even remember how I stumbled across your page. It's so random on Instagram, using the social media platform that we've really been talking about, how it can be really powerful. I know a lot of people take out ads to push their businesses forward, but I think I just stumbled across you as a friend or something, and I saw it. And I was really interested, and it was honestly the packages and the visa, because you're almost guaranteeing, saying, you know, we will process your visa. I think sometimes you have spaces open and you're like, oh, 20 visas or something like that to travel. And I'm like, how can somebody post something like this so confidently? But I knew in my spirit that it must be because they've had challenges that they've figured out the kinks and have been able to negotiate a way forward, like you said.
Now, in growing your business, you've had like several initiatives you've introduced. One that caught my eye was the Agile.
Travel Agile.
Yes. Tell us about the Travel Agile.
Okay, so one of the things we try to do in Diamonds and Pearls is that we try to demystify travel. We want to make travel accessible for everybody. People feel travel is just for the rich, the famous, the celebrities. But I tell people, if you plan and you save, you can travel. So that's basically what Travel Agile is. Instead of spending all the money you earn every month, why don't you put some money aside? You can save it weekly, daily, monthly. Just put money aside and open a Travel Agile account. So the account resides with us, Diamonds and Pearls. You pay the money to our account, you pay a certain amount every month, and we send you a statement. Oh, this is how much you've saved so far. So once you've saved maybe up to like 500,000, then you say, oh, I'm ready to go on a holiday, or 300,000, because there are actually destinations you can go to for 300, 400, but a lot of people don't know because they've not done the research, they've not saved, and they feel, if I want to travel, it must be a lot of money at once. But really, travel is not like that. So that's basically what the Travel Agile is, to help Nigerians develop a savings culture towards travel, because travel is also a lifestyle goal for a lot of people. So if you can't save the money in your account, then we can save it for you. And we're very strict. If at the end of the day you say you're not traveling anymore, we'll deduct a service charge for
time and effort. So I want to know, what are some of, you've been in this industry for a bit of time now, and you've had a lot of experiences with people. What are some of your top misconceptions about travel and why people don't travel as Nigerians? Okay,
one of the first one is, I'll say, visas, because Nigerians feel that as a Nigerian with a Nigerian passport, I'm emphasizing on that, it's difficult to travel. But I tell people that if you have the required documents for a visa, there's really no reason why the embassy should deny you. Nigerians also feel that if you have to apply for a visa, you must lie. So I'm single, but I will write in my application that I am married, so that the embassy would think I have social ties. Okay, so if they deny you or they give you the visa, then you eventually get married. Then you write another name in the visa application. So you're lying. It's actually a reason why the embassy can deny you again. So Nigerians feel that visas are very difficult to get because they don't know the processes, they don't know the documents required, and they feel that they should also lie. Another misconception is cost. People feel that it's very expensive to travel because, of course, social media has also not made it very, very friendly in that regard. They feel that if you have to travel, you need to spend a lot of money to travel. But they forget that to travel, you need to actually plan towards it and save towards it. So that's another issue that Nigerians have when it comes to travel. Then Nigerians are also afraid of exploring new destinations.
That's a good one.
Yes, they want to go to the same US, UK, go to my auntie's house, sleep on her couch or sleep in a room, go shopping. That's not a holiday. Nigerians need to open up and learn, leave, experience something new. Go somewhere that someone else told me 2 days ago, if I don't know someone in a particular country, I will not go. And I'm like, no, they're tourists. That's why Europeans and Americans are different. They plan ahead and they travel to destinations that they've never heard about. So I tell people, break out, go to a destination you've never been before. Try Egypt, do Morocco, Seychelles, Zanzibar, try something new.
We're not naturally adventurous.
Yes, we're not.
Speaking of all these countries, they're quite exotic, you know. If someone's never traveled before, where would be a good place to start? Give me 2 or 3 places.
You could start with South Africa. Okay. The visas are not so difficult to get. Dubai. At least everybody must go to Dubai in their lifetime. Yes. You could also go to Zanzibar in Tanzania. There's Mombasa in Kenya. I'm naming Mombasa and Zanzibar because the visas are easy to get. It's visa on arrival, costs only $50, and they are beach destinations. You see, when Nigerians travel, they like beach, they like shopping, exotic hotels. So yeah, there are quite a number of destinations you can go to. Seychelles, Mauritius. Yes, some of those destinations are a bit more expensive, but you can visit them even based on your budget.
Yes. Yeah, let's talk about your travel catalog. Tell us, where have you been or where haven't you been? What's on the cards for 2018 for you?
Okay, so I've been to Europe. In Europe, I've been to France, Montenegro, Croatia. I've been to Italy. I haven't been to Spain. I'm going to Spain next year, and I'm so excited. I want to see the different islands, in Spain. I've been to Greece. Of course, within Africa, I've done Zanzibar. I've done South Africa. I've been to a few cities in South Africa. I've done Zimbabwe. I haven't been to Asia.
How do you pick your destinations, though?
Okay, now, let me put it this way. I'm going to sound a bit spiritual now. My husband and I are quite we're spiritual people, so we usually pray a lot about our business. And one of the things we do is, when we see a destination, we pray about it, we talk about it. What's in that destination for Nigerians?
So you always go with him, and you guys go together?
Well, we used to go together, but now the business has grown. One of us has to always be around. Aww. Yes, I remember when I went to Zanzibar. I tell people, if you go to Zanzibar, you just get pregnant. So, yeah, Zanzibar was very romantic for us. But we don't travel together anymore, except it's a family vacation. Yeah, because work is really taking a lot of our time now. Basically, I was just trying to say that there are really lots of places you can go to. So we do a research about a destination. The things in this country are the things that Nigerians like. Nigerians are not really wildlife people. 2 days, they're already bored. So if you want to do an itinerary, you can do 2 days of wildlife, but you can add beach and add city. So that kind of itinerary can be Nairobi, maybe Zanzibar and Dubai. So you've done the wildlife, you've done the beach, Zanzibar, and you've done the city, Dubai. So we look at those things. We also look at flight connections. Which airlines can actually go there? On Instagram recently, people have been talking about Bora Bora, Bora Bora. Bora Bora is far. It's far. And it's expensive to go to.
It is.
Exactly. You have to fly to Las Vegas. From there, it's Los Angeles. From Los Angeles, you now go to Bora Bora. And a ticket from Los Angeles to Bora Bora is about 700,000 naira. That is a holiday for 2 people to Dubai or Johannesburg already. So Nigerians are not, willing to really, a lot of Nigerians are not willing to spend that amount. It's the exotic ones, the ones that are well-traveled that, yes, want to experience that.
You have a travelpreneur scheme.
Travelpreneur
scheme.
Yes.
All right. Tell us about that.
Okay, so 2 years ago, we put out, what's it called? We wanted to employ people in the travel industry. And we received so many CVs. And I was like, people are doing well, they're educated, but they don't have jobs. And it pained me. We couldn't employ all those people because it's not possible. So my husband and I said, okay, why don't we train people on how to sell travel? And they start running their own businesses in the travel industry. So basically, Travelpreneur is just to train people in the travel industry on how to sell travel, how to package holidays and sell them. So for us, it's like our own CSR, helping people grow their businesses. And in the last 2 years, we've trained about 100 people. And there are people that we also personally mentor. They just come to our office and we just talk to them. Oh, do this, use social media for your business. Pick 5 destinations, be experts in that, be an expert in those destinations. Don't sell all the destinations. Just pick and push and push. When you see you're expert in that one, then you pick you expand, you pick the next one.
When it comes to, so this is where you're talking about training people, what about, give me like 2 personality traits that you look for? Because I know definitely you could travel, personally like to travel. Does not mean you'll make a good travel expert.
Very true.
And then you're dealing with people, budgets, money. People have to trust your idea. They have to trust your experience. How important, what do you look for before you train someone or before you say that, yes, you have what it takes to, you already have a very lively personality. So already you are quite, people are taken by you, they're engaged by you, but it might be different. Somebody else might have a quiet personality, but they might be somebody who's really thorough. What are some of the techniques or the attributes that a person should have to be a really good travel expert?
Well, there are quite a number of them, but first of all, I'll say passion. If you're passionate about anything or in any business, in any industry, you'll do well. So I look out for passion. I look out for people that are not doing the business because they want to travel.
Exactly.
Because I tell people from the beginning, you can't be traveling. Your business will fold up. Yes, we didn't do that in the beginning. So I look for people that genuinely want to carve a niche for themselves in the travel industry. People that are looking for a need. There's so much to do in the industry. You can say you're doing family travel. You can say you're doing only honeymoons. You can say you're doing company retreats. So I look for people that are looking to carve a niche for themselves in the industry, and not people that just want to make money. Because the truth is that the margins on travel products is actually very slim. You could sell a ticket for 200,000, you make only 5,000 naira. So and you also have to be very disciplined. If you want your business to stand the test of time. You must be disciplined. You can't say, oh, I've made 200,000, one customer paid me 1 million, go and buy Gucci bag. No, that's not how, that's not how it is. So I look for people that are also ready to do a lot of research because I haven't been to so many destinations that I sell. I haven't been to Egypt. I've been dreaming of Egypt for 2 years. I'm going to Egypt next week. I saw the picture of Sharm el-Sheikh and it was mind-blowing. The hotels are affordable. Imagine a 5-star hotel, $50 a night, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
Yes.
Destination Egypt.
Destination Egypt, exactly. I'm going there next week. So I tell people that you have to do your research about a destination before you eventually travel there, because you're going to be sending your customers to these destinations.
And you have to be able to trust
you have to be able to, exactly, because you must have done your research. You will know what they do, what they can do in the morning. You know the areas they can stay. Nobody wants to stay in a hotel that when they come out in the morning, people are looking at them. Yeah, so it's really part of it. So those are some of the things that I look out for. I'm not someone that just wants to do a business for the quick money.
Yeah, I'm also interested in growing a small business. Now, we know that the small business, SMEs are the engine room of the economy of any country. And of course, there are lots of challenges that come with running your own business in Nigeria. Entrepreneurs complain of multiple taxation and all of that. But now, how have you been able to grow your business despite the challenges? And in your own industry, would you want to see certain policies that the government would put to make your industry stronger?
Okay, so the good thing is that my husband and I run the business together. And what we've done is that we've used our personal strengths to run the business. Yes. I'm in charge of marketing, social media, creating the products. I'm like the face of the business. So I would say that my husband handles admin, HR, the money, how much is coming in, where's the money going to? Yeah, so that's the part my husband handles. So I'll say as an entrepreneur, yes, there's so many challenges. There's no lights, you have to use generator. You have to be smart. How? Don't just have a generator. Also have an inverter. So that when you are not running, burning fuel, you have an inverter to fall back on so that you can always work. That's number one. Number two, customer service. Think of how you can retain your customers. Don't just sell and say, if they have an issue, I don't need to sort them out. They can, no. Make sure that you're always available 24 hours, if possible, for your customers. We have people that call us 2 a.m. I wake up.
That would be me. She sends me a message. She used to send me a message like 4 o'clock. I said, maybe 5 a.m. I'm like, are you awake? So yes, customer service is key.
Exactly. It's very, very key. You also need to learn how to manage your funds, manage your money. As I said earlier, because you make 1 million, don't just go and buy a car. Make sure you put that money back in the business to run the business, because those are some of the things that kill entrepreneurs here in Nigeria.
How many staff do you have in your employ?
13.
Oh, wow.
Plus my husband and I were 15.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking about what Victoria said about the policies and procedures in place, I noticed that you guys have seamlessly been able to create a lot of collaborations with Travel Dubai, Visit South Africa. How important is that with the regulations? And do you feel that because these things are in place and there's travel is being opened up, we'll see better policies, more procedures in the travel industry that kind of helps Nigerians' growth for travel?
Okay, well, I'll say that for policies that government needs to put in place, because for me, it's not just about selling outbound. We also sell inbound.
Yes.
We want tourists
to come to that.
Yeah, we want tourists to come to Nigeria. And there are a few things that need to be put in place. Number one, we need to educate the populace that you, even though you're not in the hospitality industry, you're also representing the country. You're an ambassador. So when people come into Nigeria, be warm. Not when you arrive at the airport, someone say, Madam, carry your bag this side. Yeah, exactly. Be warm, be friendly. Yeah. That way, people will want to come to your country. You hear people say a lot, oh, I love going to Zanzibar. They're so hospitable. They're so... Even if you have to force yourself to smile, sometimes do it. So number one, the people are our major ambassadors. Another thing that the government needs to put in place is they need to put they need to encourage more encourage more tourist monuments. Yes, we have a lot of monuments that are not being taken care of. They need to be taken care of, because some people will tell you, if I go to the museum, what am I going to see? There's really nothing to see there. It's the same thing that has been there since I was 5 years old. That is still there up till now. Yeah, we need to educate the populace that we have this. We can also encourage Nigerians within Nigeria to travel around the country. There are a lot of people that have never been to Badagry. They don't know anything about the slave trade.
So what would be your top travel destinations for Nigeria?
Okay, travel. I would say, of course, Lagos. In Lagos, there's Lekki Conservation. You also have the Badagry slave trade here in Lagos. I would say Calabar. Calabar is beautiful. You have the Obudukatu Ranch there. You have, of course, Tinapa Lakeside Resort. You also have some things that talk about Mary Slessor and the slave trade also in Calabar. I'll also pick Kaduna because of Kajuru Castle. Kajuru Castle is beautiful. Yes, a lot of people have been there. Kajuru Castle is wonderful. I would also say Olumo Rock. Olumo Rock in Abeokuta. People need to go there. Henry Injesha Waterfall.
Been there.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're mentioning all of these things, which is great. So are you going to take the initiative, or do you know any travel companies that execute these things?
Yes, there are travel companies that execute that. And we also have a brand called Niger Travel Deals that also does that. So what we do is we support hotels in Nigeria by selling staycation packages and encouraging Nigerians to go to the beach. We have Inagbe Beach Resort. We have Pop Beach Club. We have Ilashe. We have Takwa Bay. You know, there's so much happening in Nigeria that people don't know. Exactly. You know, you can actually go on a cruise on the waterways here in Lagos. You can go on a cruise, have a lovely, have dinner or lunch and party.
Okay,
with friends.
I know that one.
Yeah.
And they also kayak in Lagos.
Yes, they kayak in Lagos.
There are things that
I don't know if I want to kayak in Lagos.
No, they kayak in Lagos. You do that in Lakapan Tropicana. You can do that in Agbe Beach Resort. So there are actually activities. So we should encourage Nigerians to travel around Nigeria, because you know what? Nigerians are so social media friendly now. When they go anywhere, even if it's Nigeria, they take pictures. Oh, this is what I did today. I went to this restaurant. I ate this. And I went here to this concert. I did this. Do the same with our natural treasures and natural resources, because the beach in Nigeria is really it's beautiful, it's big, it's also a major tourist attraction. So imagine Nigerians are going around taking all those pictures, and people outside Nigeria are like, you have this in Nigeria, I want to come. You have this in Nigeria, I want to come. So that's another way that we Nigerians can also sell
more revenue for Nigeria, and of course foreign exchange as well. So in wrapping up this interview, you have a number of awards. Tell us about these awards.
Okay, so we received an award for the Pine Awards as a Travel Agency of the Year. We received that this year in 2018.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We also received an award from Sun International as one of their top brands in Nigeria that sell Sun International as a destination or as a resort. We sell all their. Sun International is based in South Africa. They're the owners of Sun City. Yeah, so we're one of their partners and we're one of their top sellers. So we received an award from them.
That's amazing.
Yes. We also received an award just last week. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, from the Aquaba Travel Market as top 100 tour operators in Africa.
I'm so impressed.
As in, that one blew me away, and I'm like, God, what is this? This is just you. Because I tell people that wherever you find yourself, do it diligently and do it very well. You never know who is watching. I was also nominated as one of the top 100 inspiring women in Africa by Leading Ladies, no, not in Africa, in Nigeria, by Leading Ladies Africa and Why Niger. You know, sometimes when I just see those things, I just know it's not just my hard work, because there are people that are also working hard. But when it's time, it's actually time.
Yes.
All right. Wonuola Olatunde-Lamidi, CEO of
Diamonds and Pearls
Diamonds
Travel.
and Pearls Travel.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful
so much.
conversation with you. Thank you for dropping
so
by.
much.
It's now time for a short break on The Morning Show. When we come back, Arise News analyst MC Adegoke will join us with a review of the top stories on today's newspapers. Stay with us.